Yeah. Hi guys, I'm Kristen.
And I'm Steph.
And today, what are we doing today? I know, that's a genuine question actually.
That always is genuine. I think we decided that we're going to do just a rose week today because we both kind of have the same rose week.
No thorns this week, pretty good. And our rose week also inspired us to do a mini little LGBT tag. So that's what we'll be talking about today in this video. Oh my god. How many videos have we made by now? Why am I not better?
Yeah, well, like we're both not good, but I feel like today you are acting weird. You are acting weird. Anyways, so tell us about our Rose Week, babe.
Yeah, we went to visit Sheridan College. We went to speak at their Pride event group. I think they called it Come Out, which is clever and cute. We talked about our experiences with coming out and what that looked like for us and what's happened since we've come out. And it was funny because I think going into it, we thought, oh, no problem. Yeah. All we're doing is talking about our life. That's pretty easy to do.
We talk about it a lot, so it's fine.
Yeah, but as we were both sitting there waiting for our turn to go speak, we kind of looked at each other and we're like, we're nervous.
And I think it was just one of those things, not only it wasn't even about us telling our story, but that was actually the first time I think I've even said my story out loud. Yeah. And I know we haven't told you guys our stories yet, but it was just a really neat experience, I think, just to be in just a small intimate group and to hear other people's experiences that are very different from ourselves.
Yeah, but also similar.
Right, it's a very like eye-opening experience, I feel like.
Yeah. That being said, I think we talked about it kind of on the way home, and not that we've been against sharing our coming out stories, but it is probably the most requested video that we get, other than like the chapstick challenge or whatever.
Classic.
And I don't know why we've been reluctant to do it. I think it's been kind of a long time for both of us. Yeah. And
also I know, sorry for cutting you off, but I know like that we have talked about it, that I don't know, we didn't want to put our coming out story on YouTube for views. And I'm not saying that everyone who's done it does it for views, but that is definitely a video that like gets big hits. And maybe it gets big hits now because it's helpful for people. And I think that's something that we kind of took away from this week.
From this week for sure. Yeah, it's so funny because you think you have such a different story then, because we heard from a few other people who came out as trans, and it just seems like it's so different, but at the same time there's so many similarities. And I fully believe that it's much more difficult to come out as trans, and I know that might be people might not agree with that, right? But I just personally feel, at least my story compared to what I've heard from trans people, is that it's a slightly easier road, but at the same time it was so cool how many trans people raised their hand at the end of us speaking with them and sharing our story, and they said, I totally relate with you girls. I completely relate.
I think that was an eye-opening thing. Like, you even joked in it saying that, like, I know you probably think our stories are easy compared to yours. That was the best part, I think, for other people to be like, I get it, or I learned something today from us, because I didn't think that I thought like their stories, our stories kind of thing. But it was awesome. We had a lot of fun, and I think it kind of sparked us to be like, we've always had the passion behind the community, but it sparked us to be more involved and learn more, because we're definitely not going in saying that we're experts at knowing everything about the LGBTQ plus community, but it's really nice to learn and to learn from other people. Yeah.
I'm always terrified, and I'm terrified to offend people.
Right.
And I think a lot of people feel that way, and I am fully on board with everything. I'm open, but I also feel like I have so much to do in the learning department when it comes to different gender identities and sexualities. Yeah. And I think we're both like that, and it's almost like then I put myself in this box where I don't say anything for the fear of offending someone, but I also want to say things because I want people to know that I'm open to learning and I am accepting and supportive, and you know, we're all in this together.
Kind of opened up our eyes, being like, okay, you can learn from us, we can learn from you, and we're all the same. Even though our stories are very different, we are all wanting the same thing, and we're all just same people deep down. So anyways,
so deep. I feel like we're getting, it really was so It was really cool.
Right.
It was a great experience, and we'd love to do more of that. We are going to be doing more of that.
Yeah.
Whether it's in that department or a little something else that we're working on that we.
Yeah, well, that really sparked our little creative minds.
Yeah, it did.
Honey.
Yep. So thank you.
Thanks for coming.
So good to talk to you and meet you, and we'd love to meet more of you and hear your stories as well.
Right.
So let's move along to the tag part of this video, the LGBT tag.
No.
There is like a longer LGBT tag out there, but we just took like 3 questions that we thought we could go through.
3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 questions. Okay. Is that all right?
Yeah,
that's like more or less?
Oh yeah, no, more I think. 3?
There's 2 of us, so it's like 6 answers and whatever. When it comes to your gender and sexuality, how do you identify?
As female and as gay or lesbian. That's how
Do you prefer gay or lesbian? Do you have a preference?
I don't have a preference, no. I'm not offended either way. There's words that I would be offended by, but we don't have to go there.
But gay and lesbian, they're both
totally fine.
Cool for you.
What about you?
Yeah, I'm the same. I identify as female and as lesbian or gay. And it's funny because we've talked about lesbian and gay before, and I used to be a little bit more afraid of the term lesbian because...
Really?
Yeah. And I figured out, at least for me, why I felt that way. I'm over it now. Lesbian's cool. But I think it's because I like being able to say I am gay instead of I am a lesbian.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Because I feel like when you say I am gay, it's like a part of your personality. Right. Whereas when you say like I am a lesbian, it's almost like...
That's who you are.
Yeah.
There's nothing more to you.
Even though that's not what it means, but I think that's why I maybe had a little bit of an issue with it before. But now I'm cool because if I'm a lesbian, I'm a lesbian. It's
you
fine.
are a lesbian. Okay.
Let's be honest.
Okay. What is one question you hate people asking about your sexuality?
It bothers me when people say, who is the man in the relationship? And I know it's so cliche, but it's so annoying. So like archaic.
Yeah, it is very archaic. Yeah, like top, bottom, who's the man? Not
top and bottom too.
Not
like,
necessary. Okay, are you done?
Yeah, I think that's it. That's a lame answer, I feel like. But yeah, I hate when people say like who's the top and who's the bottom. And like I honestly don't even know what that means.
You're too pretty to be gay is another thing that's annoying, or it's a phase.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that are, I feel like, maybe surface level a bit, still are bothersome.
What do you refer to your significant other, that's me, as?
I don't have one.
Do you prefer partner or girlfriend?
Well, I think they know. Definitely girlfriend. I think we're both on the same page with this one because I just don't like the term partner. I'm not saying for us. I was just gonna say that. I'm not saying like you can't call your significant other a partner, gay, straight, whatever you identify as. But for us, it just...
I don't know why. It just, to me, partner sounds so businessy or...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm too formal for us. Like, we're not the...
We know a lot of people that uses the term partner too, and it's totally fine.
Yeah. I understand not wanting to use girlfriend because a lot of the time, and we run into this all the time, is that I say my girlfriend and I'm not sure, unless I'm talking to someone who I know and knows Steph, I'm not sure if they really get what I'm saying. Right. And they might just think she's my friend, but that's just something I'm willing to live with and...
Or willing to clarify. Yeah. Like, it's fine. Oh no, like my actual like girlfriend. Yeah. Like, if I was straight, I would have a boyfriend until I had a fiance, until I had a husband. Yeah. And that's the same path I would like to follow with you. Is just like we're girlfriends until we're more, and we're fiancés until we're more, and we're wives. So I don't see it any different, and I think that's just where my thought process is with that. Yeah. I don't find girlfriends immature or boyfriends immature. No. I think that's just a title we give ourselves. I understand partner because it can be gender neutral and it can mean whatever, and that's cool. But just personally, for me, I way prefer to call you my girlfriend. I don't look at you as my partner. Unless we're doing something businessy together, which we do that, and you're like my business partner. Yeah. Okay, well, that's all the questions? Yeah, that's it. Okay, you know what I think we should do? What? Is that since we were really into kind of learning and stuff, if you guys have anything you want to share to us, you can always email us. They do. Yeah, they do. Oh, yeah. I know, lots of emails. Yeah. But email us. If we don't respond to your emails too. You're right. I am 98% sure I've read every single email that comes in. Emails, we read emails, we read messages, every message on YouTube, and we really, really appreciate it. And we don't want you guys to think that we don't appreciate all your comments and support through the screen, because obviously we love it. We just had a little bit of a different experience face to face with people, and I think that's why now we're thinking maybe that's something we would like to do more of.
And we know you're real. We still know you're real.
Right.
Even if we never meet you, we know you're out there. But it's just, it was so different.
Right.
Shaking someone's hand and hugging them and looking them in the face and having a real conversation. It was awesome. Because it's always all about us, you know?
It totally is.
We never stop talking.
Where was I going with that? Oh, I wanted to just say, if you have anything, especially in the community, that you want to let us know that we should be more informed about, just tell us, because we want to learn and we hope that you're learning from us, and it's kind of like a mutually beneficial relationship. But
totally.
But we're having
all
so much
different,
fun.
But we're also the exact same. What's that called? A paradox?
I think that sounds about right.
Something like that. But anyway,
right. That was really serious for us, but I feel like sometimes it's good.
Yeah,
because we mean it. Any other thoughts?
I don't think so. Like, I could go on and on because I never shut up. But
that's true.
Thank you guys so much for watching and for doing this with us. And
thanks so much, guys. So
okay, bye. Have a good day. See you guys soon. Bye.
I wore lip gloss today, a little tacky.
Yeah, it was a little sticky, but I liked it.
Oh yeah? Usually you complain, I feel like.
Yeah, but the camera's on.
Okay. Inappropriate?
Yeah, you're always inappropriate.
Okay.
Like, I'll talk about sex, but not to you.
Talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me.